Now I invite Miss Rachel Randall to the platform. During her time at AOC, Rachel has been a presence on our campus in many ways. She has wowed us with her strong academics, her wonderful sense of humor, her service to her classmates, her school, and to her community, and her amazing guitar strumming and singing. During her time here, she has earned over 30 units of college credit, which she plans to put to good use at COC next year and then transfer to where, as she said, well, I don't know, somewhere, and she'll study film or film production or something like that. Well, Rachel, whatever it is, wherever you are, I know you will have much success.
One year ago, I was here at College of the Canyons to see my brother graduate from a different high school. But not here, specifically, because they had to hold it in the football stadium to accommodate all of the graduates and their families. There was a sea of students. I couldn't see my brother at all until my aunt pointed him out to me as a tiny purple dot on the 42nd yard line, and I was mostly just taking her word for it because I still couldn't tell. There were blowhorns, and there were beach balls, and of course there were speeches. And I sat through them and I thought, fine. Don't get me wrong, they weren't horrible or anything, certainly well written, but so generic, so impersonable, so suitable for a class of what I can only imagine was 100,000 people. And so I'm faced here with a dilemma. What do I say? It can't be a generic speech for thousands of people that I don't even know because I happen to know most of you. I also happen to know that our school is much different from the schools we all came from, the schools with 100,000 students. That's why we came here, isn't it? We wanted to surround ourselves with other naturally driven people and let ourselves get lost in an environment where you could truly be unique. Where else can you invent and celebrate your own grammar-based holidays? Or play with guide dogs in the computer lab? Or even just be greeted by a faculty and students that actually know your name? So whatever I say here today has to be as unique as the school we attended. No pressure. Well, let's narrow this down then. I'm not going to tell you to work hard and be successful. I already know that all of you will do that. That's probably why a lot of you are graduating from this school, and so telling you to spread your wings and fly would be unnecessary and horribly, horribly corny. We're naturally attracted to the idea of success, much like a heat-seeking missile to the surface of the sun. Our work ethic is proven by our number of honors students, our SAT scores from our junior year, our ability to get 36 of us to Washington, D.C. for the inauguration, despite knowing that we would probably literally freeze. I know that you'll work hard, and I know that all of us will succeed at whatever we put our minds to, so I'm not going to tell you that. I'm also not going to tell you to never stop learning, because I know that we never will. Every new day is indisputably an opportunity for a new experience, and you can't help but learn new things. Besides, most of us here are too curious about the world to avoid it, and the teachers have taught us to always look for the meaning in things, to apply what we know to our work, to never stop asking questions. Why do we have an electoral college? Why is the American population so fascinated with reality television? Why does Mr. Walker have so many whimsical ties? By the way, if you just caught my use of an afro, thank your English teacher. What I am going to tell you doesn't really have anything to do with a career or education specifically, so I guess it's unique. If nothing else, an important tip for surviving the real world. What I want to say is this: don't ever forget to have fun. And believe it or not, this advice is not all that out there. What I'm basically saying is that we won't be defined by our triumph, but rather the journey that it takes to get there. We have our whole lives ahead of us to get that degree, that job, that dream house, and so you can certainly spare some time to stop and smell the flowers if that's what's fun for you. And if botany isn't your thing, do what makes you happy. Surround yourself with people that make you laugh and try to bring a little laughter to somebody else's life. For me, personally, I would rather have my legacy be, oh yeah, Rachel, she was a fun person, than, oh yeah, Rachel, she bought me a sailboat. And I would certainly rather enjoy my life than let it all pass by. Thank you. So one day, when all of us are middle-aged and responsible, and our time at Academy of the Canyons is far behind us, I hope that we can still experience the joy of water balloon fights and licking the spoon and breaking out into song, breaking the rules, breaking free of what's expected of us just for the sake of living in the moment and nothing more. I'm not going to tell you what our futures hold, because I don't have the answer. You do. All I can tell you is that no matter what happens, I hope that we can create lives filled with imagination, spontaneity, and joy. Lives that we enjoy living. And, class of 2009, since I already know that we'll work hard and will continue to learn, promise me this: cherish the journey. Congratulations.